Uganda, a land of mountains, green valleys and vast savannas, where lions, leopards, elephants and hippos can be seen roaming freely in the national game parks.
So they live in tight social families, like chestnuts.
Rukungiri is located in the southwest of Uganda, in an area of rolling hills and great natural beauty. With an elevation of 600 metres or more, the climate is pleasant with daytime temperatures around 25 degrees Celsius. Land is fertile, and most who live in this rural part of the country are subsistence farmers, general labourers, or traders with small shops in the towns and villages. Sub-Saharan Africa has been hit very hard by AIDS, malaria and poverty. The combined effect of these has left many orphan children. Some are double orphans, having lost both parents. Without help, they have a very bleak future. Rukungiri is a town of bustling activity, with many people moving about on motorcycles, bicycles and on foot. The town has many small shops and even a coffee bar. Alice and John Tumasime have been given a vision to tackle this problem in their area. They saw the importance of education and practical training for these youngsters. Since they started in the 1990s, many have passed through modern primary school. And the brightest have gone on to secondary education and even university. 2 former pupils now work in the President's office. Rukungiri Orphan Partnership consists of Alice and John in Uganda and the trustees of the charity in the UK. The principal aims are to find sponsorship for all the needy children under Alice and John's care. Not all on the sponsorship scheme are orphans. Those who have parents often have many orphan relatives staying with them, which leads to poverty in the family. The orphan children and those whose homes are further away will board at the school. Sunday afternoons include a lively time of singing, Bible readings and prayers. These children have a good grounding in Christianity and moral teaching. This helps to produce good citizens.
We have a hip joint or this joint at the knee. It is a joint. But we are not invertebrates. Therefore, we cannot be arthropods. We are finding those animals that have no backbone. So they have very many joints on their bodies. Can you think and tell me any one animal you have seen? It has no backbone and it has many jointed legs. any animal you know has legs with joints. There could be many or many legs, but of course having joints.
The nursery, or pre-primary school, was opened in 2008 to accommodate the 3- and 4-year-old children. The primary school became overcrowded, making it difficult to teach children from 3 to 15 years. The midday meal is posho, a porridge made from maize and beans. Food prices rose sharply, so Alice and John looked around for land to grow food for the children. Land prices around Rukungiri are high, so these 400 acres of fertile farmland were purchased in Kenjojo, 150 miles away.
We found this banana already planted here, but it was not in good condition because it was not cared for. And now, after buying it, now we are trying to make it good for good bananas. And when we cut this, the old one, then this one remains. And in 6 months, then we can have another banana from this. Here we have been planting maize for our children's portion at modern primary school. So we had a lot, and enough for the whole term.
This source of food for the school has proved invaluable. Some schools have to finish their summer term early because of a lack of food. Rukungiri Modern Primary School was able to stay open to the end of term. The waste products are used to feed the animals at the farmland. The maize is ground into flour and transported to the school using the school lorry. This family with 7 children and only 1 parent has benefited from sponsorship. They will walk 3 miles to school each day in the rainy season as well as the dry. Their bananas and other crops will provide food for the family, and surplus is sold to generate a small income.
So, I've told them about Eri, who is at the other school, Chamakanda.
Yes. Yeah.
You have Eri on the program.
Right.
And he's gone to secondary. He did very well. He's in the secondary. And all these young ones, in future, they will be in secondary. You see?
They look so smart.
And, oh, yes, when they are here. And they have a room for children, a room for parents, that's it.
So you sleep there?
Yeah, they sleep
children,
there.
And children
And
sleep
children, all of them sleep in the same.
So her eldest child has gone into secondary school, and she's showing us the good report that he's had.
Yes. And
My name is Atrine Dorin. I am in primary 7 at Rukungiri Modern Primary School. I have come here to tell you the problems which I passed through since I was born. Since I was born, I found my dad not there. I stayed with
you've never seen your dad?
Yes. I stayed with my mom. When I was 6 months, she
6
also
years.
died. 6 months, she also died. And then I remained with my grandfather and my grandmother, with all my aunts and uncles. I stayed there. When I was in primary 2, the director came and took me at Rukungiri Modern Primary School. I started from P2. I studied when I was in primary 5. My grandfather also died. Then they called the director for the burial. After the burial, I came back to school. And then I continued with my studies. Now I am in P7. And I ask God to help me to pass through. And I pass my exams for the bright future. And I thank you for the support you have given me. And all whatever you have done for me, may God bless you.
Thank you. That's lovely.
In addition to regular sponsorship, money can be sent to purchase a gift for a child. Sending money via the charity is preferred to parcels, as it supports the local economy in Rukungiri and allows Alice to choose appropriate items for each child without spending extra on postage. Money sent in this way for the annual Christmas party will benefit all the children on the scheme.
Judy, how long have you been sponsoring a child in Rukungiri Orphan Partnership?
I would think probably about 6 years.
Okay. And how did you get started? How did you take on a child to sponsor in the first place?
Well, we heard you talking about the Rukungiri Partnership Scheme. We saw your photographs. We heard your enthusiastic description about them. And, well, if you've got healthy children of your own, we felt that it would be good to sort of support someone who hadn't got any family and hadn't got any chances of a good education.
And how did you feel after sponsoring that child for all this time to come here and actually see the child in person?
Oh, it was a real treat. It was something quite difficult to describe, really, because it's just like, I suppose, sort of finding a child that sort of belonged to you in a distant country and realising there was a connection and that you had helped in the education, and the fact that they knew that there was somebody out there who was concerned enough to want to sponsor them.
Having met them now and got letters from them, this has been your task for the last few days. We've been getting letters from all these children. Has that been difficult?
Not really, no. Yes, to begin with, perhaps it was a little bit until we got used to it, and then it was quite nice. We got quite a little system going, and no, it worked quite well, and we feel we've achieved something, and it was good.
So all those who have sponsored a child in the school should hopefully get a letter in the next few days when we get back to UK. That would be
Hopefully,
good.
yes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Just want to thank you for the wonderful job you are doing for our children. We are so grateful. We can't thank you enough, but what you are doing, the Lord Almighty will thank you for us, would reward you also. So we are very, very grateful for what wonderful work you are doing for us. May God bless you. Thank you. And I think we have this big problem of having so many children unsponsored. Again, we have more sponsored, but still we have lots of children, like 170, not yet found sponsors. And some of the children do give me some question, but they have no answer. They would say, Auntie, what is happening? People are chosen, they have someone to write to, and then they say, what's wrong with me? I never had someone to write to, never had a contact, so they find it really hard.